So this week is Red Hat Summit.
Yes, indeed.
Okay. Yeah. Welcome to today's Orchestration meeting, everyone. We have a very limited things to discuss today, I think. I'm mostly focusing on my Ceph day talk. Ceph Eloquent talk, sorry. And Rook 1.0 is released. 1.0 is released. So I think that's the biggest news. The rest is not really. Yeah, I don't have much today. Do you have topics?
Did you see that bug I filed last Friday about the Iscuzzy service type?
Yeah.
I saw you'd replied to a few things, but I was just kind of curious. In the issue, and I'm sorry I don't have the number handy, but the one on the Rook in the Rook repo, I put a workaround up where effectively you can just make a copy of the administrator role and remove the Iscuzzy scope, and then that code doesn't get executed. People seem to say it's working, but I was just kind of curious if you knew of maybe a different workaround.
It's a bug. It's really a bug, and yeah, running Iscuzzy within a Rook cluster, we just haven't tested that one. That use case, and I guess the simplest one would be to manually configure the Ceph Iscuzzy URL within the Ceph dashboard. I think that there is a how to.
I posted a link here to the workaround that I was proposing that seems to work. Not sure exactly what to do. I mean, I think this is fine. Like, there's probably going to be a fix pretty soon in the next point release.
So if you follow this instruction, Ceph dashboard Iscuzzy gateway add HTTPS blah 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 blah.
I didn't follow that. Oh, there we go. Okay.
Then I think this is preferred compared to how the orchestrator works. Or how if let me just look into the code.
Okay, sure. Yeah, we don't need to solve it now. I was just curious.
Service Ceph Iscuzzy config. Managed by orchestrator config. No. The orchestrator is using is used by default. So yeah, either you are removing the Rook integration altogether, the Rook orchestrator altogether, like
I'm not exactly sure what you're talking about.
The problem is caused by the Rook orchestrator module.
I understand. I understand what's going on. I was just talking about the workarounds.
Yeah, and disabling that one would be the easiest thing to fix it.
Except that that's the problem, right? It's like they're using the Rook. They're using Rook. So we want that integration there. We just want to disable the Iscuzzy. So the workaround I had seems to work, but perhaps there's negatives to my workaround. Maybe there's other workarounds. I think it should be fine though.
Yeah, it should be fine. It should be fine. I just saw your workaround just a few seconds ago.
Ah, okay. And I'll take a look at this link you sent. Maybe there's.
Actually, it won't work.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's a bug that was pretty. I was surprised that we would even be able to, just by like sheer luck, there was like a conditional on that scope. So I think it might be the best we can do.
Yeah. But I think then you can no longer manage Iscuzzy from within the dashboard.
That's right. Although it wouldn't have been available through Rook anyways.
Yeah.
So I think we'll have to, once we publish a fix, we'll have to ask these people to revert this change.
This might take a while, so this workaround would be valid for a longer time until we actually make it work to have some kind of Iscuzzy within a Kubernetes cluster. I don't know. Anyway, the pull request will fix the exception. The Ceph pull request will fix the exception in the manager log file anyway.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, I want to comment one thing. Is possible now or?
Yeah, sure. Go on.
Okay, it's just about one of the pull requests to merge one pull request in the Nautilus branch. Okay, is that well? I think that maybe we should avoid to make a partial merge of the functionality in Nautilus until we have, in this case, the Ansible orchestrator completely functional. I don't know. I do not know if this is possible, but I think that this can save efforts and time, because in this moment in Nautilus, I think that the Ansible orchestrator is not usable. So I think that it hasn't too much sense to take time trying to merge pull request by pull request.
I think that's valid.
What? Sorry?
I think that's a valid concern. On the other hand, my idea was to have the Nautilus branch and the master branch basically source identical for all orchestrator pull requests.
Yeah, but the thing is that in this moment there is only two pull requests about the Ansible orchestrator that are ongoing. Okay, so maybe we can finish with these two, make the merge of these two pull requests, not one by one. I mean, in this moment, I think that it's not very useful to do the merge of the host ls implementation pull request because it's partial. Okay, the thing that I think that is the more sensible is to merge the two pull requests that we have in this moment ongoing. When these two pull requests will be merged in the master branch, make the merge in Nautilus with all the functionality implemented.
So you mean having only one pull request for the Ansible orchestrator that includes everything from the master branch, and instead of backporting every single pull request one by one. So from an administration point of view, with the trackers and everything, it's similar, complicated, and does not really provide any benefits to merge them one by one versus everything in one go. At least if we follow the typical backport scheme within the tracker, which is using backporting every single pull request as a default, and diverging from the default will make it a bit harder and more complicated. So I don't think that we will gain that much in any case. So
okay, well, okay, let's go pull request by pull request.
yeah, and we have to review them only once.
I think that there is one conflict in this moment with this host ls implementation. There is a conflict. Okay, I will check what is happening and try to solve this conflict.
No, and then, you don't have to do anything with that conflict.
No?
No. I resolved it and everything is working and everything is fine.
Okay, but this is new. This has happened today.
So yeah, there was a conflict, a very minor conflict actually, and I solved it, and now everything is in order.
Okay. Okay, thank you, Sebastian. Okay.
So it's just the information that there was a conflict in source PyBind manager orchestrator.py. It's nothing that you have to do.
Okay. Okay, thank you. In any case, I will continue with the changes in the pull request that is opened in this moment for the TLS authentication in order to put the certificates in the manager. Okay. And well, after that, I will continue with adding, removing monitors and this kind of things. Okay.
Okay.
And this is all for my part.
Do we have anything else? Okay. Then let's close it for today. And see you on Wednesday or next week.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.